Welcome to Concierge Counseling. I'm Dr. Grayson. Today, we're talking about relationships and some things you should consider before getting into your next one. Let's get started. Now, the first thing that you should consider before getting into your next relationship is your picker. What am I talking about when I say your picker? I'm talking about the criteria you use to decide on who your next mate is going to be. Question for you. Is your picker off? When I ask you that, I'm saying, do you find yourself dating the same person over and over and over, just in a different skin? You know, a skinwalker. You swear that you keep getting that same emotional vampire in a different package. Then your picker might just be off. And when I talk about your picker, the way we change that is by making sure that we have a great criteria for ourselves when looking for a new mate. Here's how we fix your picker. First thing I want you to do, grab a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, pause the video so you can go get it now. Great, you back? Awesome. Now I want you to write down all of the characteristics in a partner that you would like to have. Fill the paper up if you want, doesn't matter. Every characteristic you'd like to have. Tall, short, fat, skinny, muscular, nice car, big house, whatever you want to have in a partner. Write them all down now. I'll wait, you can pause me again. All right, do you have everything written down? Great. Now that you have everything written down that you want in a partner, you filled out 5-10 pages worth of characteristics. Now I want you to pick out your 5 top characteristics you'd like to see in a partner. You only get 5. When was the last time you found somebody who could measure up to every last standard for anything? The answer to that is probably never. Which is why you get 5. And these 5 are going to be our non-negotiables. So I want you to get your 5 non-negotiables, and once you have your 5 non-negotiables, I want you to take a screenshot of it, put it up on your mirror, in your bathroom, or put it on your refrigerator. But I want you to commit these to memory. You don't have to get those 5 today, but I want you to give it some consideration. Think about it and get your 5 non-negotiables. And if you can get your 5 non-negotiables down to 3, which most people don't want to do, that's even better. But these are the 5 characteristics that if you meet somebody and they do not have these 5 characteristics, you say, you know what? It's been really great meeting you. I hope that we can remain friends, but I don't think that this is going to work out. And you have to be committed to saying this, because when we do not follow this criteria, we end up with the same thing that we've always had, and we feel unsatisfied. All right. Our second thing that we're going to do before starting a new relationship or going out looking for it, we are going to take a look at the places where we are looking for people. If we are only looking for love on Grindr, Tinder, or places similar to that, maybe, or any other hookup website, I should say. Let me not just pick on those two. Or any other hookup website, maybe we should take a look at the places where we are looking for people and or where we were putting ourselves out, you know, in the bathhouse. Maybe we should take a good look at where we are putting ourselves out and decide whether or not these are appropriate places and whether or not we want to market ourselves in a different place and see if we get better results. Marketing matters. So I am told all the time, marketing matters. And when we're putting ourselves out, try a different website, try a different place, try a different website, and see if you get different results there. Okay? Our third thing, believe what you see. If you meet someone and they tell you, I'm only looking for something casual. I only want friends. I'm not looking to be serious at this time. And your goals are to be in a committed relationship. Believe them. Please, please, believe them. Because they have no intentions of changing their desires. If their goals do not match your goals at this time, believe them, because you'll find yourself frustrated and or changing your desires to be their desires so that you can spend time with them, and then hopefully hoping and wishing that they will then change to match what you want, and then being frustrated in the end because you don't get what you want. So we're gonna stick to our guns. We're gonna decide what we want. We're gonna have our 5 criteria made up. And we're gonna believe what we see when we see it, so that we can make an informed decision and say, this is not what I want. I know I can move on. Same with our 5 criteria, okay? We are also going to talk to people when we first go out, or we first start talking to them, about communication styles. If you like to talk to your partner, people you're dating on a regular basis, say you like to talk and or text every day. If you find somebody that only needs to talk once or twice a week, or once or twice a month, you are not compatible, and they will not be changing anytime soon. If you have somebody who only needs to talk to someone maybe once, twice in a week, or really just once in a week, they may get better and go to twice in a week, but they are probably not going to meet your needs of every single solitary day. So maybe that's not a good match for you, and you can say, hey, you know what? I really appreciate the time we spent together. I hope that we can remain friends, and thank you so very much for spending this time with me, and then you can move on. Remember, it doesn't have to be messy, chaotic, or horrible. It can be a wonderful acknowledgement of, hey, you're a great person. I hope we can be friends, but this is not going to work out for me, and it's not going to meet my needs, and it can be an amicable thing. Let's be friends. And our last thing, before we start dating, go to any one of the 5 love languages quiz sites and take the 5 love languages quiz, and understand how you like to be shown that you are loved. And then once you start dating someone, ask them to go to the 5 love languages quiz website and take the same quiz, so that you can understand how to best meet your partner's needs. By doing this, you can then see, hey, my partner prefers to be shown that they are loved by words of affirmation, which means on a regular basis, I need to say, hey, you're doing a really great job. Hey, you look wonderful today. Hey, did I tell you I really appreciated when you yada, 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 yada. Instead of what your love language might be, which is touch, and you're hugging them and you're stroking them. And so understanding what your love language is and your preference for love language can also help you to ask and say, hey, I need a hug today. Hey, can I have a hug? Hey, can we hold hands? And having someone who is willing to meet your needs by meeting your needs for your love language is very important for you. And having love languages that are compatible, or at least having someone who's willing to meet your needs through your love language, is going to be wonderful. So if you start with these very simple things, I think that moving forward to your next relationship should be a lot easier. So to recap, first, we're going to work on changing our picker by writing down all the characteristics that we like to see in a partner and then choosing our top 5 or top 3, which we then call our non-negotiables. We are going to reevaluate the places that we are looking for partners and maybe look for places that might be more appropriate to what our needs are if we're looking for a long-term relationship. We are going to pay attention to what others are telling us they want so that our needs may be met if we are looking for a long-term relationship. We are also going to have better communication about what our communication styles are so that we can have our needs met. We are then going to make sure that we take the 5 love languages quiz so that we know what our love language is, and once we meet somebody that we believe that we're compatible with, we will ask them whether or not they have taken the quiz and or suggest that they take the quiz so that we know what their love language is and share what our love language is so that we can meet each other's needs moving forward. Let me know what you think about this. Also, share with me what your love language is, because it's always interesting, and share with me whether or not you knew what your love language was and how it applied back to you in some of the things that you preferred to have in your relationship. And if you know a great dating website, put it below and share with other people where they can go to start great relationships. If you have any questions, please also leave those below. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. Leave a message and tell me all about it. And as always, have a great time on your journey to well-being and have a wonderful day.